Hi, this is Good Afternoon Ghana. My name is Helena Nyeweja. We are coming live from the Ikria Bohema studio here at Northridge. Let's get into the headlines for this afternoon. Thousands of cedis lost as several commercial structures ravaged by fire once again at the Kantamanto market this Tuesday dawn. Parliament reconvenes for the last meeting of the year. We will be getting some insights on what to expect this session. Coming up on Business Edge this afternoon, a conversation with the Deputy Chief Executive Officer of the National Service Authority on 2025-2026 postings and matters arising. This and more coming up now. Please stay with us. Thank you very much for keeping us company. My name again is Helena Nyeweja. Let's now get into the details of the stories. The government of Ghana, through the Ministry of Finance, is set to increase budget allocation to its flagship initiative, the Big Push, by doubling the amount it allocated for the previous year in the 2026 budget. Speaking at a stakeholder engagement toward the preparation of the 2026 budget, Deputy Finance Minister Thomas Nyarko Amping says the decision is intended to align with government's agenda of improving the country's road infrastructure for economic growth.
The Big Push agenda is an accelerated public investment program designed by President Mahama's administration to enhance Ghana's economic transformation by tackling critical infrastructure deficits in key sectors of the economy. The stakeholder engagement by the ministry witnessed top officials from banking and non-banking financial institutions, think tanks, academia, professional bodies, among others, make input into the 2026 budget. Deputy Finance Minister Thomas Nyarko Amping touched on how the new Roads Maintenance Trust Fund will always keep already existing roads in good shape.
In the 2025 budget, we allocated some 13.8 billion cedis to boost infrastructure. And we have 13.8 billion allocated to road infrastructure, what we call the Big Push. We know that because of procurement processes, utilization of this funds is low. But His Excellency President Mahama has decided to focus on roads. And so the indication is that 2026, we will more than double the allocation that we had in 2025. So that we can do more on our roads.
He says the auditing and elimination of ghost names from government payroll has saved the taxpayer 8.1 billion cedis.
Payroll audit revealed 53,311 ghost names with 150 million in unearned salaries. We identified them and we are recovering the money. On arrears, the audit has so far validated 45.4 billion Ghana cedis, and payments have begun. We have started paying contractors. The auditors rejected 8.1 billion Ghana cedis due to unsupported documentation, duplication, overstatements, and already paid items.
The Finance Ministry says its stakeholder engagement with professional and organized bodies is to ensure budget credibility.
Away from that, the Volta region of Ghana is set to become the Guangdong province of Ghana following the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Mika Greater Bay Area Chamber of Commerce and the Strategic Investors Limited. At a brief ceremony, the Volta Regional Minister James Gunu shared some similarities of the two cities and how Chinese investors can capitalize on government's 24-hour economy policy to join the transformation agenda.
Today's engagement is more than a ceremonial occasion. It is a bold step towards a new era of strategic partnership and economic transformation. This MOU represents a bridge between opportunity and action, and between Ghana and one of the most dynamic economic zones in the world. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we believe that with your trust, expertise, and investment, we can unlock new value chain, create jobs, and build a stronger and more competitive Ghanaian economy. And local governance, in this case, plays a very important role. It is the reason why His Excellency, the present administration, has developed a strategy to send 80% of the District Assembly's Common Fund directly to the Metropolitan, Municipal, and District Assemblies.
The environment that we are enjoying today is a much better one to welcome our investors from China. The environment is so much more conducive. This afternoon, we had a great presentation on the 24-hour economy. I've always seen this great initiative of government as natural. Why keep your plant and machinery idle for 16 hours of the day when there is so much labor to employ? Why should we have single shift operations in our manufacturing facilities when so many people cannot get jobs after school? When there are so many mouths to feed? When there is a huge, more than 3 trillion market available to us across Africa. So for me, 24 economy is just a natural step.
From the Volta region, let's now head to the Upper East region as calm has returned to Garo in the Upper East region following a tragic shooting incident on Monday, October 20, which claimed 3 lives. According to reports, unidentified gunmen stormed the Garo township and opened fire indiscriminately on residents. The attackers, who were reportedly on motorbikes, targeted civilians near the Garo District National Health Insurance Office, firing several rounds and leaving multiple people injured. Among the deceased is Yahaya Bukari, headmaster of the Garo DA Junior High School, who was fatally shot while attempting to guide his student to safety after hearing the initial gunshots. A mentally challenged man also lost his life during the attack, while an elderly man was shot and killed, with the assailants allegedly seizing his motorbike. The community remains shaken and in mourning, with the residents calling for heightened security to prevent future occurrences of such violence. Now, what is on phone with us? Good afternoon to you.
Yes, good afternoon.
Okay, tell us what has been happening there. Do you have an idea what exactly led to the shooting at Upper East region last night? Ibrahim, right. If you can hear us, are you aware to what led to the tragic shooting at the Upper East region?
All right, so I am not specifically, trying to confirm what actually triggered or what caused the shooting incident, but reports that I am getting from residents who had a clear view of the yesterday's episode of the shooting of the individuals, and residents who have lived in the area for some time, they have actually disputed the fact that it is a robbery incident, and they have pointed fingers at some social media commentaries which they have affiliated it to probably the Boko conflict or a militia attack on individuals in the area. They have indicated that they have seen some Facebook comments operated by faceless individuals who have stated that there will be an attack on the area, and then it actually happened. And those people also went further to threaten the Assemblies of God Church in Garu, which they have attributed it to an influence from the Boko conflict. And then according to them, the posture of the attackers yesterday wasn't to rob, because the National Health Insurance Office shares a wall with the Garu Besfa Rural Bank, and the attackers didn't go to the bank. They actually went to the health insurance office. They went inside, asked of the manager, who is a resident of Garu. They asked of him, and then one of the individuals, one of the staff who was killed, said the manager had not come to work by then. So they asked the staff to lie down. He laid down and they shot him dead. So the individuals who came to actually attack were 4 in number, riding 2 motorbikes. So 3 went into the health insurance office and 1 was outside who wasn't armed. So the security man at the health insurance office attempted to attack the one who wasn't armed. So there was that kind of struggle, and the one who wasn't armed went straight into the health insurance office, told the colleagues that he is being attacked outside. So they came out with arms, and the security man had run away. And then the mentally challenged man who was standing outside was the one they saw. So they probably thought he was the one attacking, and they shot him dead. So now, when you want to look at the whole thing, after shooting those 2 individuals at the health insurance, the teacher was actually at school, and then he wasn't more or less like engaged in anything. He actually tried to confine his students in the class, and he himself had to run for his life along the line. So he was actually returning, thinking that the shooting had subsided, and then he met them in the same direction and they shot him. So when you want to look at what the how the attack happened, and then how residents are saying, it looks like clearly it is not a robbery incident, it is an attack on them. And then earlier on, speaking to the DCE of the area, he indicated that they are actually living in fear because they feel this is more or less like targeted, and residents are actually worried about the situation.
Okay, so they felt they are being targeted. Did he tell you as to why he feels there is that target?
You mean the DCE?
He told you that he feels they are being targeted. Did he give any more reasons why he said that?
In affiliation to the Boko conflict. That is actually the statement that they are making. And some of them actually said some individuals just want to destabilize the area, and so therefore they have employed some criminals to actually come in and then target some influential people in order to destabilize the area, to make it look like more or less like another unsafe zone within the area. So they have actually, suspected some individuals within the boundaries area of the Garu district. The Garu district actually shared district. They share boundary with the northeast region. So from the Garu district, you are crossing to Napanduri. You go through Senebaga, then you cross to around Nalegu area. So they are actually, trying to keep their surveillance within those enclaves. Some communities like Kuguri, Wadugu, where there are some refugees from Togo actually came and settled within those areas where there's vast land and a huge bush that some of these individuals are herdsmen and the rest. So they are trying to put their eyes from that angle, because according to them, the attackers on motorbike went through that angle through to some community called Avosun, to Kuguri, and towards that enclaves. And that is why they are putting their suspicion around that area, and they think that some individuals were just employed to come and then destabilize the area. So they are saying that they have kept their eyes on the ground, even though some residents are actually living in fear. Some military officials are on the ground and they are actually doing some patrols with the police. The police said they are going to investigate deeply into the matter and then be able to apprehend or get the perpetrators of the crime. And then bring them.
We'll get back to you in our subsequent bulletin to give us further updates about that. What Ibrahim Abodi, who is a freelance journalist, talking to us exactly what happened at Garu. Away from that, a major fire incident broke out in the early hours of Tuesday, 21st October 2025, affecting several shops along Katamanto, Tanzania Lane near Ecobank. The Ghana National Fire Service says it received distress calls around 1 a.m. with the first fire engine arriving at the same scene at approximately 1:42 a.m. In total, 7 fire engines and a tenable ladder were deployed from various stations including Circle, Industrial Area, Accra Regional Headquarters, Medina, Legon, and 2 appliances from the national headquarters to combat the blaze. The fire, which was ravaged several commercial structures, was finally brought under control at 4:49 a.m. after hours of intense firefighting. We are now joined by DO2 Desmond Aka. Okay, so we are expecting to speak to the DO as soon as he joins us. We'll be having that interview. But away from that, the Greater Accra branch of the Ghana National Tailors and Dressmakers Association has begun a 3-day training workshop for 8 members, focusing on garment standards, quality control, and export readiness. There's more in this report.
The workshop is under the theme Tailoring for the Future, Standards, Quality Control, and Export Readiness. The training will bring together 365 participants drawn from 73 zones across the Greater Accra region. Each zone will be represented by 5 selected members who will serve as zonal trainers to cascade the knowledge gained to their colleagues and apprentices. The program seeks to build the capacity of tailors and dressmakers in areas such as national and international garment and textile standards. The training is also expected to feature resource persons from the Ghana Standards Authority and other key institutions who will take participants through practical sessions on standards compliance, inspection procedures, labeling requirements, and export documentation. Grace Danzi is the regional training coordinator for the Greater Accra branch of the Ghana National Association of Tailors and Dressmakers.
We have a 3-day program with Standards Board or Standards Authority to help us learn the right standards in our work. We meeting here indicates that we want our MCPs, that's our master craftspersons, to know the right standards, the right ways to go.
A representative from the Ghana Standards Authority also spoke to Metro News.
This training is actually going to give them a basic understanding of standards and what it entails. I believe that now they are planning on venturing into exports, and standard is one major tool for exports, so it's one major requirement for exports. So them getting an understanding will help them prepare well for the international market.
Some participants shared the excitement about the training.
Today happens to be a training with Ghana Standard Authority. Many say a day me de me ho ahye sa training because ye dwuma na ye no ye pese ye koye nim na ye export to other countries na say ye betimi export product a quality ye product nso be serve to other countries we need this training send ye be ya e be boa yen na ama baby bia ye pese ye de product ekono yetimi akọ.
That is some more social stories this afternoon as the Managing Director of Ghana Water Company Limited, Adam Mutawakilo, has disclosed that the government is investing significant amounts of money to desilt rivers and treatment plants nationwide as a result of destructive impact of illegal mining. He emphasized that additional funding is crucial to ensure that all Ghanaians have access to clean and safe water.
Speaking at a press conference in Accra on Monday, October 20, Mr. Mutawakili stressed that government is spending lots of money to desilt and clear up the water, and therefore called on corporate Ghana to help in the desilting of the various destroyed water bodies in the country.
If you refer to published figures from the Ministry of Works, Housing and Water Resources, a cubic feet is averaging about 150 Ghana cedis. To desilt 1 cubic feet is averaging around 150 Ghana cedis. So the budget is huge. But when you take Berkesi out, the others within about 300 million can undertake it. But some of them are 2 million Ghana cedis, 1.5. We have several depending on the depth of the salt. So averagely 3 million Ghana cedis can undertake it. But I believe corporate bodies can pick some rivers. We want to support you to desilt Ayensu at Konyako. We want to support you to desilt Bonsa. We want to support you to desilt Kibi. So that as they pick, the cost per each of the corporate bodies will be less.
He argued that while a state of emergency might yield temporary results, it would not guarantee long-term success in the fight against galamsey.
When the people continue, the day you leave the state of emergency, when they go back, we can't have state of emergency forever. So there must be pragmatic measures, as the President Mama had put it, to make sure that we put in measures to sustain it, and that will be sustained forever. I think in my position, Ghana Water is not state of emergency, and two, it's not only illegal money that sold our treatment plants. You realize that Metro Volta region, private treatment plant is salted, Agozombi treatment plant is salted because of sand winning and construction.
Now, to a growing concern in the heart of Accra, beneath the Kwame Nkrumah Circle flyover, what was once a symbol of progress has become a refuge for homeless persons, drug addicts, and the mentally unstable. The development is raising questions about safety, sanitation, and the city's image. There's more in this story.
Beneath the iconic Kwame Nkrumah Circle flyover, a hidden community struggles to survive. What was once a proud symbol of progress and urban renewal has now become home to the homeless, the mentally unstable, and those who came to Accra seeking opportunity but found hardship instead. Under the bridges and along the pavement, they sleep, eat, and fight to make it through each day. Their stories speak of hunger, addiction, and neglect, a picture of a city's forgotten people. Residents and traders worry about safety and sanitation as the area's image continues to deteriorate. Yet calls to city authorities have so far gone unanswered. Now the plea is clear: restore order, restore dignity, and give those men and women a second chance at life.
I was a boxer.
Okay.
From Bukum.
Okay.
Sort of the situation, but I was in South Africa before. In my first fight in South Africa, so when I get a small money and friends and those things, so that's the reason why I come to the street.
So if the money matters, where you don't get some place where you go sleep, that's why you can't stay here.
Yeah.
Because of Archery, you too.
For me, you know, I'm not from here. I'm not Gamboy. I come from Kumasi. But when we came here, no, it's not easy over here. We wanted to find a work to do so that we can start something else. Because some of us here, we are not that we sleep here, so we are illiterate. No, some of us we've completed SHS. Some of us we completed junior high. But life here, we can't go and steal. So we need to stay here so that if someone wants help, the person will come. and we too will help the person before we can survive to get something to eat. It's not that maybe we like fucking life, that's why we come and stay here. We don't have it. We are needy. We don't have anything. If we get, which person will honey will come from top to the tongue, where he will remove his head from there? No one. Everybody likes a good thing.
On this note, this is where we draw the curtains for the news edition on Good Afternoon Ghana. My name is Helen Anyewejan. We are going for a break. When we return, Emmanuel Kwesi Efriye will come through with Business Edge. Please stay.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame? As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
The second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again? Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Obey him later.
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Go be from Georgia, be luckiest. From not the cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Senya, God, the apple boom. If you put it toy, so would the coming of the son of man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Need your attention, please. Mnet Movies 4 brings you Action HQ.
Before I describe the job, I have to know you can do it.
The movie festival where action never clocks out.
1, 2, 3.
Go! Business as usual means fist first, questions later. We don't do spreadsheets.
Give me some car keys, a couple guns.
We do high speeds.
Put your foot to that floor and you burn.
Our management style, very hands-on. Water cooler chats, surprisingly inspirational.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
This October, Mnet Movies 4 is mission control for mayhem.
Complete destruction.
It's home base for heroics. It's Action HQ. Consider your couch the corner office of chaos. This is not a drill. Report to Action HQ all month long on Mnet Movies 4, where action never clocks out.
Oh, Jose. And I made the SMS. Can any pan, Nasana, Mishiana, what de me? A drain I didn't quano. Kingdom Garlic Bitters. No, more benefiting. Me benefiting wine. Also, what told dear?
Abrewa, the smile, Abrente, Mishuve. One antique crown our bread. No Kingdom Garlic Bitters, and any capsules. Nanya, what dear Bribia.
Kingdom Garlic Bitters, and the capsules.
Assembly,
a devil when Amawani Adise. Send your name, wife, company, one personal. Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules, and tea. Say, see, and password.
Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules. A many Chianya some dear befi, Abrebia. Obebia o de poor hauno. Edroba Kupa we hear tremendous capsules. Tremendous capsules, yes, you ma your besima. Edno you when you be a ton robia. Kingdom Herbal, no challenger.
Victory, celebration, legacy. It's 40 years of Jesus is our victory. Join Victory Bible Church International for the Wonderful Jesus Conference 2025. A power-packed celebration marking 40 glorious years of God's faith and God's grace. It all begins on Saturday, 12th October with the Mega Praise and Worship Night. A night of pure gratitude and praise. Then get ready for the Wonder Walk on October 25th, a citywide walk of testimony and victory. From October 27th to the 30th of October, the Wonderful Jesus Conference continues live at the VBCI Dominion Sanctuary, Awoshi Junction. Expect nothing but divine encounters, miracles, and transformation on October 31st. Meet us at the Independence Square for a nationwide gathering of worship, power, and the Word. Then on November 1st, join the outreach program at Mancho Agbona. Then let's touch lives and share the love of Jesus Christ. And finally, the grand service at the Independence Square on November 2nd. Come and witness the glory of 40 years of victory. Ministering are Bishop N.A. Takiyaboy, Bishop Clement Amankwa Isehene, Bishop Elijah Saforo, and Bishop Emmanuel Akon. Wonderful Jesus Conference 2025. 40 years of grace, power, and impact. From the 12th of October to the 2nd of November. Victory Bible Church International invites you to celebrate Jesus, because Jesus is our victory.
Edru ho.
Afi Odra afasheno ebeye krabeshe Ignite Media Odra yakabo mu de enipa bebre enema afi afashen
Enunti kaye ho Metro TV Original 91.9 FM. Jerry free any jenase el mampon hu afashen ase ne ne adofo ene mamponfo nyina anom asafonsa akoshiem ewo OPK joint eda eye 12th October to 19th October enwumre bia
na woni bibi efie dano ye de grand deba no ebebrel ehonum na ye bedan amamre ne amane di enkabomo edema ekuapeman ye wie soso a ne de game sahihye so enti bra ne be kire wo bobre se wo betimi aye games ni bi
na ne memne dam so eye 25th no so no uni abobo jemezo say asset ye di bo fufu party bremo uni ade ohia ne wayewa ene wo chensin fabra ne bedidi free
ni catch you say afi so wentimi ambepie mu ewo Ignite Media Odra afahye we yasia ene na wayo ho
enunti kaye ho bayo fa Odra afahye na ense so shenon so say some spices any jojo carbonated vodka mix and a soya semedi jumadi ebrel Odra save to save bam.
Good afternoon and thank you very much for joining us this hour. Time now for Business Edge right here on Good Afternoon Ghana live on Metro Television. And we are coming your way live from our studios here at Rage in Accra. Just gone by is a news segment of Good Afternoon Ghana with my dear colleague Helen. And time now for the business analysis on everything business. So you are happy or you're good to have tuned in. This hour will bring you the best. My name is Kwesi Afriye, and remember that we are also live on Multi-TV. We are live on all social media platforms, so you can tune in, send your questions, send your concerns, and join the conversations this afternoon. This afternoon, we have an exciting lineup for you. We are going to be talking to you about the National Service Secretariat. Those of you who have expressed lots of anxiety, I'm going to be talking to a top person at the Secretariat this afternoon. So you want to stick and stay with me. Just before I do that, I'll be having a discussion on driving technology or using technology to drive event management. I'm wondering how the discussion will go, and I'm sure that you'll be anxious about this as well. So stay with me and let's go through the conversation this afternoon. But beginning the entire day will be what we call ESG and sustainability. First of all, a summit is coming up. We'll be discussing the summit. But for those of you who don't really understand what it is, I have well-seasoned professionals and experts in the area of ESG and sustainability. I'll be asking them questions around all of these, and then we'll discuss the summit which is coming up. So you want to stick and stay with me this afternoon. I'll begin with that of the performance of the local currencies against, that's the cedi against the major trading currency. We'll begin with that of the dollar. Let's see how the the Ghana cedi is performing against the US dollar on the interbank exchange rate. So if the producer can put this on the screen for me, I'll be happy to put them across for you. So let's see how the Ghana cedi is performing against the major trading currencies. The dollar, as of last week, the cedi was performing very well against the dollar, the euro, and the British pound sterling as of last week. It had appreciated, but we had expressed some quite excitement about the fact that it was just not the appreciation, but there is some level of stability because businessmen are interested in the stability of the dollar. So this is how it is performing. The US dollar is buying for 10.80 Ghana cedis, and it is selling for 10.8781 Ghana cedis. So we'll get back to that later on. Let's just come back to the studio and begin our conversations for the afternoon. I'll come back to the studio, and I told you that I'm beginning the conversation on ESG and sustainability. So I have in the studio here well-seasoned professionals and experts in the area of ESG. They say it's environmental science and governance and social. So environmental, social, and governance. Well, I'll be asking them what exactly the meaning of it is and so on and so forth. But I have in the studio to my right, I'm sure I can begin with you, Jemima. So Dr. Mrs. Jemima Enchiwa Otu is the local organizing committee of ESG here in Ghana. But I see your shirt, you're clad in ICESDA. ISDA.
Yes.
I'll ask you what it is about. And then I have also Dr. Christian Sewodo Mensah. You are the Vice President, Green Communities, and the co-chair of ESG and Sustainability Committee here in Ghana. You're a big man.
Mm-hmm.
You are.
Thank you very much.
You're a very big
by
man.
grace, yes,
Mm-hmm.
I receive it. I receive every blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
and then Reverend Mrs. Angela Carmen Apia is also here. He is the Chief Executive Officer, Africa Corporate Governance Network, ACGN.
That's right.
So let me come back to you, Jemima, and then let me ask you what the ISDA is, first of all, before we get into the ESG discussions. What's ISDA? ISDA 2025.
So ISDA 2025 is a sustainability conference. And this conference is designed to bring people in academia and people in industry together to talk about environmental, social, and governance issues to ensure that we save Mother Earth and also enhance the social lives of people.
And so the conference is coming up?
Yes, it's coming up on the 23rd and 24th of October. That is Thursday and Friday this week.
Oh, this week?
Yes.
Thursday and Friday.
At the GIMPA GECC. Yes.
Okay, so let me begin by getting into the details. There are lots of us here about environmental. You said it's not science, it's social. Environmental, social, and governance. So whenever we hear ESG, it is environmental, social, and governance, and sustainability.
Yeah.
When we talk about it, what exactly are you referring to?
Right, thank you very much. Okay, so let me begin by appreciating your cherished viewers and listeners across every part of the globe who are watching us. So you realize that as humans as we are, and living in a community, whatever we do, we operate on a planet. At the same time, we are working to get some ends meet and then have some food on the table. And you also realize that everything that we do affects one another. So let me say that we have everything that we do affecting the planet, the people, and the profit that we intend making. And so that time came where we saw that everything was almost not going the way we wanted it. And so a deep research was conducted, which gave birth to the Sustainable Development Goals. And so we further classified these into three major components, which is the environment, the social, and then the governance issues, because everything at the end of the day must begin with some sort of leadership. So the social aspect handles the people. It takes care of the people, the way we operate with one another, the way we even look down on one another. And so these are the social issues that affect us. Again, whatever we do, because we operate in a planet, it affects the environment. So how are we keeping the environment or making it sustainable for it to go beyond the current generation that we are and to the next and the next?
But are we keeping the environment, Reverend Mrs.? Let me ask you. In the country, we have lots of galamsey happening. We have the EPA would say noise pollution, all of the things that are happening. Are we keeping the environment?
So the question is $1 million one. If you find mischievous leaders, they will say they are. But the handwritings are on the wall for all of us to see. So in all of the conversations with environment, social, is that arm that is governance, and that is where I sit. Because as human as we are, you find that there is greed, human attitude. There are people who say red and they say it's white because of selfish interest. So ideally, you should have some leadership in regulatory institutions, in the boards that should drive some of these values, acceptable ways of living, into policies that will then be scaled down to implementation. But this is where the missing gap is. Because human behavior, as you will see from beginning of creation, needs to be
Regulated controlled.
That's right.
And is that why the summit is coming up? Will it address the gap Reverend Mrs. talks about? I'll come back to the climate issues, whether we can be able to do it. But what will the summit be solving regarding the gap that Reverend Mrs. mentions? Yes.
Agenda 2030. And we have 17 goals. And we are now in 2025. I would say we haven't.
We have less than 5 years.
5 years.
We have less than 5 years because we're already in 2025. We are getting to 2030. Exactly. We talk about the education, the water and sanitation, all of that. And I will be coming to that. But
you can judge for yourself.
Yes.
So what we need to do now is to get everybody on board. Instead of just sitting, folding our hands and waiting for government to do something, we want to embrace it. Individual homes, persons. And so at this conference, we have a platform where we are bringing academia, industry, individuals, students,
anyone,
anybody,
general public invited,
general public, to come and listen to the conversation on this. We want to create awareness. We want people to understand that if you are buying this bottle of water, you are not just drinking water. Don't just think about your thirst. Think about the raw materials that was used in manufacturing this. Think about what you do to the bottle when you are done drinking the water. Think that whatever it is that you do, what effect, what impact would it have on the environment? Who is the company employing? Are they employing children?
Yes.
There are social issues there.
Yes.
So at this conference, we would see a lot of presentations that would drive this point home so that we would now begin to think about our previous indigenous ways that were more sustainable. We are focusing on not cheating on our future generations. We are focusing on living off nature's interest, not its capital.
So Christian, I like the points the ladies make, right from the regulatory and the policy points of view, which we lack as a country, right to the orientation. We, the people, how are we oriented when we are buying the products to use and all of that? Do you think we can be able to do it?
Yes.
I mean, she says there's some example of the SDGs, the things that we need to attain by 2030. Can we be able to do it? Looking at the problems we have as a country.
Yes, we can. We can because if we have that deliberate mindset re-engineering, which will enable us to adopt the 17th SDG, which is partnership, we will be able to come together and co-create the future that we want. And if we are able to co-create the future that we want, we now become the owners of the future that we want. We will be able to advocate further and then bring another partner on board. That is the only time we can all internalize what we have agreed, the objective we have set for ourselves to enhance food security or to achieve food security. Look at less than 5 years and where we are. We cannot even produce maize enough to feed our poultry farmers.
It is scary. It is
You
scary.
understand?
And we are destroying the lands too.
Exactly.
We are destroying the river bodies
So
too.
if we don't come
Even
together,
in the cities, we are littering everywhere.
Yes.
And so it is very scary. That's why I asked the question
So if we
whether
don't
we
come
can reach there.
together as partners, if we are able to go beyond and come together as partners, mobilize green funds, make funds available, capital available for those who are willing and able to protect the environment and then secure the environment from further deterioration, then we'll be good to go.
And you believe that this is the starting point with this conference?
Someone has to start.
All right.
Yes, please add on for me. This is the point.
The question was, do we believe this is the starting point?
Yeah.
It's actually started. This is supposed to be an emphasis. Because last year, that is when this group started.
Yes, okay. So this is the second. This is the one which is coming up.
What happened in the past, in 1 year, what did we do that we could scale up? What can we do differently? Where are the gaps? Where are the trends? So this is what this conference would be addressing. So if in the last year we thought that it wasn't open enough, the conversations weren't targeting the right people, then this year we should target the right people. And we should be holding hands where he's coming from, because that is where I sit on the African continent.
Yes.
So it shouldn't be just one country. It should be all of us, because Africa has we have commonalities, the mindset. This winner takes it all. This political cycle.
We need to get everybody involved in what you're doing.
Yes.
What's the theme? What are you centering on this year?
Yes.
So let me ask you.
So this year we are looking at a system thinking approach, and so one of the principles of sustainability, which is from cradle to cradle. So that is our theme for this year.
From cradle to cradle.
From cradle to cradle.
What does that mean?
It means we should be looking at the circularity of sustainability. We should be looking at a system thinking approach to everything that we do, so that when you are undertaking an activity, there should be recycling. You should not just leave it at one end. It should be from whatever that you are using to the ground, and it comes back to you as a fruit.
There are people who are trying to put together, for example, climate conferences and all of these. Let me ask, and then I'll come back to you. How unique is this? Why should people be interested in your conference, the conference you are putting together? And I look at it as a very broad something that you are doing. I don't know, but let me begin with you. How unique is this? Why should people attend ISDA 2025?
Yes, so this conference is very unique because we have several academic and partners from industry. Now, what other thing makes it unique is that whatever discussion that we'll have, we have actually pulled our PhD students from the various institutions.
I mean, you have an advantage because all of you are professors, so lecturers, doctors, professors, lecturers.
So our PhD students
teaching. So
in the sustainability
I can align that you have been well researched or you have done proper researches into the areas of discussion. Yes. Okay, so please go on.
So these students will now inculcate the fallout of this conference into their PhD work. And we are moving from the traditional PhD where you have the thesis sitting on the shelves. We want to collaborate with industry and actually implement the findings of the PhD work. And so
that's a conversation for another discussion. Getting funding from the corporate institutions to support your research work. And making it practicable for we the people, the lay people that are on the field. That's a conversation I'm particularly interested in because getting funds for research is one of the biggest problems I think we have in Africa. So it's a point we'll come to, but it's diverse, broad topic that you have there. What particular forms are they going to take? Will you have panel discussions? Will you have which areas are you going to discuss?
Yes, so
there will coming in, where do I go? What do I say?
Right. So there will be keynote speakers, and we have very learned researchers who have who will be attending. Professor Tuala will be involved. Professor Adinkra is also on board. We have Professor Boete also on board, and of course my president and chairperson, Professor de Graaf Owusu-Menu. Prof, good afternoon to you for this wonderful vision. So he is the conference chair. He will be present. Of course, we have our mother, Reverend Angela Kamin.
Yes,
will be there. We have the after president, Wankele, His Excellency.
His Excellency Wankele
will be there.
Oh wow, that's good.
We have
Professor Douglas
Boateng.
Also, he understands.
Yes. He's coming to deliver a very powerful session, and so they will be there. That aside, we have panel discussions where you have Professor Kester Apeti. He's the chairperson.
The way you are mentioning the people, I hope it is not for only the people in academia.
No. I'm coming to the industry. Of course, your group chairman,
Mr. Senwe Japan.
Yes, he's coming. He's delivering.
He is a champion of, of
the
environment.
The renewable energy sector, we know what he's doing. He's even financing some of the curriculum that we are reviewing.
So it is not only for the academia.
No. There are industry people coming. When it comes to green finance, you have GESEL representing. They are all taking part in the panel discussions, and these are where we come into a platform where we are discussing the real issues, so that academic is not on one side, where industry is on another side. We are all coming together.
I'm happy about that. Reverend Mrs., I'm going to round up, but before I come back to them to complete for me, and I'm going to ask them the time, the date, and then let me put you on the spot. You are speaking in 1 minute. Tell me a bit of what you are going to tell we the participants that will come. In 1 minute.
Let me build up from where he left off. Cradle to Cradle is an offshoot of Cradle to Grave. So you are born, you go through the stages of life to death. Now, Cradle to Cradle is a form of evolution with common sense, with innovation, in wisdom, where you get more. So, what I'm going to talk about is to appeal to the human being, the Homo sapiens, that we could do more. We are living in an environment. The environment we need to balance. So where your rights end, somebody's right begins. So fishing, farming, even to spousal relationships, there must be some respect, some dignity. And if we do not appreciate these things as values that we imbibe, as habits, then we become perpetrators of the evils of society, including that hydra-headed animal, illicit financial flows, because somebody is thinking me, my family, including pollution, When it rains, people are dropping their rubbish
Your
in the
Door
gutters.
River is messed up when it
including even smoking, and all of those things. And they've become lifestyles for people because we appreciate that some of these values may have been lost, including leaders who are not conducting themselves ethically. So they have become habits, ingrained habits, and they are difficult to treat because it's become a mindset.
So on Thursday and Friday, when we come, we'll hear more of this.
So you'll
be there yourself.
Yes.
Where is it happening?
GCC Gempa.
Campus.
At the Gempa campus, Green Hill campus.
Green Hill campus.
Yes. And
what time? When is it beginning?
So it begins, every day will begin at 8:30 a.m. and will end at 5:30 p.m.
Oh, from 8:30 to 5 in the afternoon.
Yes.
So we can pass through at any point in time at all.
With eco breaks and the rest.
Are you going to give us food?
Yes.
Eco.
You're going to see Asana, Meda, Sobolo. We are going back to our roots.
I asked the question for free.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm thinking that with a program like this, people may need to register. People may need to show that they want to participate. I sitting here would want to be part of it. So, Christian, tell me about it. How do we get to you? Do you have social media platforms and all?
Yes. Before that, this will be preceded with a PhD colloquium or PhD masterclass that we're having that tomorrow, God willing. And so
it actually begins Wednesday.
It begins Wednesday.
But the public is invited from
Thursday
and then Friday from 8 a.m.
precisely
to 5:30 in the evening.
Precisely.
And we can enjoy all the
everything. So you can find us online, Green Communities International.
Okay.
Or you Google search ISDA. ISDA is ICESDA. ISDA.
I see that.
Yes.
ICESDA 2025.
So you Google, everything is online. Or you can search my name, Christian Mensah, on Facebook. You'll find me there. Or on LinkedIn, you'll find me there. The link is there on my page. And on our website, also, all the registration links are there. Whether you want to present a paper, of course, the paper presentation time is past, so now registration to come. It's a paid conference. You pay something little for your brochures, conference materials, book of abstracts, and all of that, which are necessary items you need to have for the future.
Well, so let me say thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. And I'm sure that maybe tomorrow, I don't know about tomorrow, but for Thursday, Friday, I would have to pass through. Sandra will be there, all of the team will be there. We will be there to cover, but we will be there to listen also and learn and see how we can all support, of course, and share the news. So if you are watching us, I've had Dr. Mrs. Jemima Enchua Otu, who is a local managing organizing committee for ESG here, and Dr. Christian Sewodo Mensah as the vice president. Let me take my time, he's a big man to mention it. Green Communities and the co-chair of ESG and sustainability here in Ghana. Reverend Mrs. Angela Carmen Apia is the chief executive officer, Africa Corporate Governance Network. She's also a speaker, and she gave us a snippet of what she's going to talk about Thursday, Friday. So if you're watching us, make sure that you reach out to them, Green Hill Communities on Green Communities International, both on social media, online, and even in the print media, wherever you can find them. But thank you very much for joining me. So thank you very much. If you are watching us, I am not gone. They are leaving us. My next interview is coming up. I told you that this is one that I am quite anxious about because I want to be learning. I want to be listening to them or to him and be learning how we can leverage on technology to get into event management or to get into event promotions. So Jacob Kweku Jan, who is a chief executive officer of Android 360, will be joining me to be talking about the driving digital convenience and event planning, the role of digital technology in event management. Stay with me. Tonight,
Manager. Of course, I accept only quality and affordable printed souvenirs for my promotional campaigns.
I'm the head of academic affairs of a very important institution in Ghana. Of course, we only deal with quality, reliable printing companies for our institution's printing materials. I'm talking about appointed time printing.
Appointed Time Printings. We take pride in our extensive print scope that transform your ideas into captivating visual masterpieces. We delve into the core objectives and vision of each print project. Precision printing is at the heart of our printing process as we meet your tight deadlines. Our rigorous inspection, color verification, and overall printing excellence are assured. 20 years of printing excellence. It's always a pleasure working with you to create a vibrant, dazzling printing experience that gives you a masterpiece. Appointed Time Printing, your world of quality and affordable printing.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Obey you later.
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Go be from Georgia, be luckiest. From not the cause she be luckiest. Me and you go be lucky, luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God the apple boom. If you put it toy, so would the coming of the son of man be. Is that his car?
Everywhere.
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Hooray, Ghana! The Ministry of Transport and its agencies invite you to the Ghana Transport and Logistics Fair 2025. It's the first of its kind in Ghana. From 22nd to 24th October 2025, the World Trade Center Accra comes alive with cars, shape, train, logistics and plane dealers all in one place. Are you a modern car dealer? Do you sell electric vehicles? Then this fair is your platform to shine. Students and the general public will experience free electric car test drives, thrilling maritime showcases and even free helicopter rides. All 15 agencies under the Ministry of Transport, plus global car dealers, airlines, logistic giants and investors will be there with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as our guest of honor. Register now at info.digitaligh.org 0244 613 246 or visit our website www.transportlogfair.org. The Ghana Transport and Logistics Fair 2025. Beyond movement, resetting Ghana's transport future.
I just want to hear. Welcome to season 2 of Play by Ear. Make some noise! This is the only show. All you need is your ear to win some cash.
When I
say play by ear, what you say?
You're welcome back from the break. Thank you very much for staying with us. So I've said to you that today we have a very packed lineup for you. The big one is still coming up, the National Service Secretariat. Those of you who have issues, I'll put the line on for you to send in your messages. I have the Deputy Chief Executive Officer, who is already here with me in the studio. He will be getting seated pretty shortly. But before we do that, I mentioned to you that there is technology everywhere. If you come into the studio here, we had cameramen manning each of our cameras. Now we have robotic cameras. There is one man my friend in the control room who controls me from my ears here and tells me what to do, and he controls the cameras. He can stop me and do anything he wants. And when I finish, I can't do anything to him, all because of technology. But sometimes when we finish, we have our own conversations, and today we'll have one. But let me come to the studio. There is a young man who is leading the force of driving technology. We have Ministry of Communications rolling out the 1 million coders agenda, and everybody in line with the use of technology. He says in the space of event management, we can use technology to drive down cost, to drive down wastage, and so on and so forth. Jacob Kwaku Jan is my guest this afternoon. Jacob, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
So Jacob is the Chief Executive Officer of Adroit 360. Jacob, what's Adroit 360?
Adroit 360 is a wholly owned Ghanaian company. For over a decade, has been in Ghana providing cutting-edge technology solutions for Ghanaian
For 10
businesses.
years?
Yes.
And what have you been doing so far?
Oh, we've had the opportunity of working for the past government, current government. We've had the opportunity of building solutions for companies in the telecommunications space, for the IFC, the World Bank.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Here in Ghana or in their head office?
Yes. So many international organizations. In fact, the product that we are championing now is one we built in collaboration with Coca-Cola. So yeah, that's what we've been doing.
So what you do is to build softwares or develop software. How would you describe yourself?
Yes, so I mean, our passion is to understand the process, the challenges companies face, and then we use technology. We build software to address those challenges. So there are many companies that come to us with logistical challenges, management, HR management problems, and then we sit with them because every business is different, and we're able to build software that if it's a payroll problem they have, we fix that for them. Yeah. So, and one of the key things we've done, in fact, over the past 5 years, is digitize the practice of law in the country. So, for the Ghana Bar Association, every lawyer, the software they use to run the entire association was also built by us.
And I know the Ghana Judiciary Services also have a software that they're working with. I don't know if you were involved in that as well.
We are in the pipeline chasing that seriously.
Oh, wow. I see. Because you mentioned HR issues and all of that, let me ask you this before we go to the current one you've built. There is AI. There is technology getting into every space. I just cited the example of my producer
Cameras.
who is controlling me all the time and telling me all the things all the time. Are we going to be taken over by technology at a point?
No, I think we have to understand that we are in a new dispensation of technology.
Yes.
The dot-com dispensation in the 90s really transformed the world. Today we have people who work as bloggers that would never have been in the 80s.
And they are making money from it.
Yes,
Lots of money from,
I mean,
from
a lot of new jobs that the internet era created. But also the artificial intelligence era would also create a lot of jobs. It's about people getting themselves abreast with what this technology is offering. This is a new dispensation. A lot of opportunities will be there. But if you fail to get yourself abreast with it, then you might be like Nokia. You'd go.
Who said they would never use Android, and eventually they had to still
Exactly.
get to use Android. But it's scary for some people.
Yeah, that's why every business must be open to innovation. Every business must be nimble and see this as an opportunity, because if you are still doing paperwork in 2025, you are very behind.
In fact, I love paperwork. When they send me my things, I usually would tell them, print it for me. And I feel too old.
I mean, the beauty
Even though I'm a young man.
The beauty about technology is supposed to make your life easier. And so whenever I sit with any business owner, I ask them, what is the challenge you are facing? And how can we make that problem go away? So it's easy to adapt. But people, change is difficult.
But it's making people lazy too. AI, for example.
Yeah.
That if you're doing the flyer, if you're doing anything that you would have taken your time to design, or things, even research works and all of those, because of you, people are now plagiarizing, people are using ChatSmith and so on and so forth.
Well, I think that is the same feeling people got when the encyclopedia was first made.
Well, I agree.
Right? So, I mean, development is a continuous process of change. Human ability always, has a limitation. But with the advancement of computers, let's talk about telemedicine. A doctor, one doctor could be attending to 100 patients at a time.
Yes.
And lives could be saved with the use of this AI. So obviously, you would say the doctor would have sat behind his desk and learned much more. But this time, the doctor could just tap into artificial intelligence and be more efficient. Life is being saved. Productivity is high.
So let me do it this way. Today is an introduction for you. Maybe on Monday or Tuesday, we'll get into the discussion of technology proper. I am interested in government regulation. How we're able to regulate the space. I know that there is the government's institution in charge of the regulation. There is the NCA also and all of that. But how the policy issues, the regulation issues, when it comes to agric, we have a whole setup for agric. When it comes to trade, we have. Now, new media is on. Even the traditional media we have. For us, the TV, the newspapers, National Media Commission is there.
Yeah.
But social media, the bloggers, see, people who can just get up and sit in their homes. And we have seen the tracking of the IP address conversation. I don't know if you have followed it. So if you have time for us next week, would indulge you to come back. Let's get into all of these as a software developer, and maybe let's get one or two more people with you. And see, but for now, you said you have developed an app for Coca-Cola, not just Coca-Cola, but for people to be able to order drinks.
Yes, it's an app for Ghanaians, really.
Yeah.
It's built with Ghanaians in mind. So if you have a birthday party, you have an engagement, a wedding coming up, this is a one-stop shop. You could go there, find a venue, book a DJ. You know, if you are looking for an MC, I think you would be a good MC. So we will look at enlisting you on the platform.
You would have to get me on there.
Yes. So people could. And the amazing thing is, we've partnered with the biggest beverage companies in Ghana. So Coca-Cola is on board, Imesco is on board. So if you want your drinks, you know, all the drinks that Coca-Cola make, your favorite Coca-Cola and Fanta and all that, you get them straight from the factory.
You're providing a back-end solution on a platform for people who have events like a funeral, a birthday, a party, to sit in their house, get online, and you get everything done for them.
Yes.
Or you supply them to do the things.
We even have artificial intelligence in there. I'll get to that. Well, so it will be delivered to you directly from...
For you to do whatever you want to do.
Yes. So the Coke factory will deliver it to you. We had a huge press conference with them last weekend to announce this. So Coke, their partners Baltic, and Imesco with all the Hennessy and XO that they make. All your favorite beverages, if you visit www.mysmartcoke.com, you could...
No, mention it again. Take your time and mention it. Let's see.
www.mysmartcoke.com.
Mysmartcoke.com.
Yes.
So if we come there, we'll find everything.
Yes, you find the
MCs.
Yes, you find the MCs listed,
the
musicians listed, comedians listed.
Decor people.
Yes, decor people. Well, in fact, we've put our words, so a lot of them are registering.
What's the motivation? Why did you do this?
Well, when I started this business, my passion was to do things that would solve daily problems for Ghanaians. And when I started discussing with Coca-Cola, I realized that a lot of Ghanaians, in fact, just for household usage, struggle to plan their celebration, for even mini parties at home. So I said, okay, this is something that my boys could build and could offer Ghanaians value. Are
you an event organizer yourself, aside the IT things?
No. I focus on the software.
That's why I'm asking. What did you think of? Why the motivation?
Well, to be fair, my partners were the driving force. So Coca-Cola, Baltic, they've seen the challenges in the industry, so they approached me. Is this something you can fix? And once I realized this will help Ghanaians, I totally
because currently I need to speak to Baltic. I need to place an order for some people for at least about 10,000 bottles.
And it's coming from the factory. So price-wise...
But security, I'm rounding this up so we can make time for you next week. But security issues, if I make payments, first of all, how do I make payments? And if I make payments, what is the assurance that it is secured? And tomorrow you'll not come and give me stories that the transaction didn't go through.
We are on this platform collaborating with Coca-Cola. So these are big brands. So security is well assured. We are using a 3D secured layer as our payment gateway. And whether it's mobile money, whether it's credit card, Visa card, MasterCard, you can go on the platform, pay secured wise. The customer experience team at Coca-Cola will reach out to you and deliver your products to you.
Okay. It is very secured, you say?
Yes, very, very.
Very, very secured, you say. I'm rounding up, but give me the address again,
www.mysmartcoke.com.
But it's not an app.
So it's a full app, but it's running on the web.
And so either you go to your Play Store or your iStore.
No, it's just like visiting www.facebook.com. You know,
and it will take you to wherever.
Yes. So www.mysmartcoke.com. You just sign
so
in.
You don't need to now.
And because we just launched, our partners Coca-Cola and Vortic, Imesco are giving huge discounts. I mean, very, very, very.
I'm happy about. You see, what I'm happy about, and which, if we get the opportunity again, we'll discuss, is the opportunity for young businesses to thrive. The biggest problem, or one of the biggest problems we have in the country, which we are impressing upon government to solve, is access to markets for businesses, for farmers, for manufacturers, for everybody that's into a small business. How they get to the larger market. AFCFTA is being hosted in Ghana. Their business is to provide a market for young businesses to thrive. So when I see things like this, I get happy because you are providing opportunity for people to sell their products.
Fair.
And then they grow their business
Yes.
to employ more people, because ultimately Chief is here, we are attacking the president to create jobs. President has told us he's going to create jobs. So when these things are happening, we get excited about it. So let me give you your final words in 1 minute, whatever you want to say to us and people watching you. And then next week or the following week, we can meet up.
Well, for myself and my team at the Droid P60, a project like this is about the sort of impact we can make, the logistical, developments that we can give to a lot of businesses. And we are very glad to partner with huge international organizations like this. And if you visit the app, www.mysmartcoke.com, you realize that this sort of innovation can be achieved when global companies like Coca-Cola partner with local businesses like us.
So that's quite exciting. That's quite exciting. If you are watching, I'm sure that you would want to get on the platform and then use it. Use it for your business. What we care about is for you to be able to expand your business and recruit more people. At the end of the year, when the Minister of Employment is talking about how many jobs that have been created, we want to see a lot more, especially young people, recruited. So, Jacob, thank you very much for
Thank you for having me.
Jacob Kweku Jan is the Chief Executive Officer of Adroit 360, and we have been talking about the use of technology and how they have been doing it. Coming up is the interview with the National Service Secretariat. But just before I do that, because I wasn't able to give you the exchange rate, let me quickly do that and then I'll begin the interview. So let's see how the cedi is performing against the dollar. The dollar is buying for 14.48 Ghana cedis and selling 10.80 Ghana cedis and selling for 10.81 Ghana cedis. Take note that this again is an appreciation of the cedi against the dollar. As we had announced last Thursday, it was 11 point something. We're talking about it and happy about it. Currently, it is still performing very greatly. So that's it. Let's see the euro, how the euro is also performing. So the euro is buying for 12.58 Ghana cedis and selling for 12.60 Ghana cedis. Let's see the British pound sterling now. And the British pound sterling is going for 14.48 and selling for 14.50. I think the ministry and the Bank of Ghana needs a very good commendation for how it is. There are diverse opinions anyway. There are diverse opinions on the performance of the cedi. Some people think it is artificial, but however it is, for everybody that trades, especially importers and exporters, they will be happy about the performance of the cedi, and we need it to be stable. Major Moses Nak Pengu, I hope I got the name right. So the discussion coming up now is the discussion with the National Service Secretariat. I'm going to put the number on right from the beginning so that you can join in the conversation right from here. I told you he has been seated here with us, and for the rest of the time, we are going to be with him. He is the Deputy Director General. I mentioned Deputy Chief Executive Officer. Deputy Director General, Programs and Operations, National Service Authority. Major Moses, you're a soldier. You've been a soldier before. At the rank of a major.
I'm still a 7 officer in the Ghana Armed Forces.
Oh, you are still a 7 officer in the Ghana Armed Forces?
Yes, please.
And so, why the National Service Secretariat?
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity, and then let me say a very thank you to the President and then the leadership of the National Service Authority. Now it's an authority.
Authority, the National Service Authority, yes.
Yes. National Service, we have a mandate per our Act 1119 of 2004. Our duty is to post qualified graduates who have completed tertiary institutions to strategic places within the country. The emphasis is on qualified graduates who have completed tertiary institutions, accredited institutions, not just any other
accredited ones.
Accredited ones. Yes.
But why did the President appoint you a soldier? Is it because he wants the discipline there, or why? What's the
discipline is part of it, but mind you, the President during his campaign promised that he's going to do the military training, 6-week military training for all national service persons. For that matter, it is incumbent that at least
somebody who understands
what is going on.
But is it going to happen? The 6 weeks
of course,
training?
it is going to happen. And I can tell you that as of this morning, before I left to this place, over 9,000 students have expressed interest to undertake this training.
So what form is it going to take? Is it compulsory for every national service personnel, or those who express interest? Like you say, 9,000 people have applied.
Now, this year is going to be a pilot program. So it's going to be in 2 phases. The first batch will be 5,000.
Okay.
Then the next batch will also be 5,000, meaning we are doing 10,000 for this year. However, next year is going to be mandatory.
Okay.
Next year is going to be mandatory. And we should understand that national service, the calendar is not just from January to December and you are done. Within the period of your national service, you have to do the mandatory military training, which means that you can be posted to wherever you are. Then from there, you come and do the national service. Or you do the national service whilst others are there. Then after the training, then you come back to wherever you are posted to. Yes.
You have been in office for some time. I'll come to the posting issues.
Very well.
But let me ask you, are you scared to be at the National Service Authority?
Not at all. I am a type of person who likes challenges. I like challenging jobs.
Is Ruth scared to be there?
Not at all. We are all focused on the ball, and we are doing our best.
You know the things that have been happening at the National Service?
I know. As I'm talking to you, I just came back from somewhere.
From where?
We are working. We are working. We are not sitting. Not from Yoko.
From the Attorney General's office?
Not at all.
From Special Prosecutor?
We are focused on working to ensure that we deliver the mandate of National Service.
But you are not scared being
Not at all. Not at all. We are not going to do anything that will bring embarrassment to National Service or the government.
Are you up to the task?
Of course, 100%.
Is Ruth up to the task?
We are.
Your CEO?
Ruth is my DG, the Director General.
The Director General.
She is on the task. And we are working very hard. We are changing the face of National Service. The face of National Service is being changed. And pretty soon you will see. We are not scared at all. And we are not afraid to. We are doing our job. We are not doing anything that will bring disgrace or put us in trouble.
So you can promise us that you will sanitize the
I
system?
promise you that we are sanitizing.
We'll come back to you.
Of course.
We'll come back and ask questions.
We are willing to answer the questions. And I'm sure those questions, when we answer them, you know that we have really worked, or we are really working.
There are stories of ghost names.
Yes.
You hear that?
Of course.
You know that?
I hear. And I know that in the past, they've been ghost names.
We are told by the Attorney General that
yes,
from the information we have, there were ghost names previously.
Yes, there was. We had ghost names. Now we have built a sophisticated system such that it will be difficult for you to have ghost names.
Have you cleared all ghost names?
We have done that.
Currently?
And as of now, there are measures that we have put in place that we are checking ghost names. Let me give you a typical example.
Please talk to me.
Let's say a school submits 20,000 names to the list of final year students. We will have a system, when it's uploaded into our platform, there is a way that we have it verified. If you are supposed to load maybe 10,000 and you have loaded 12,000, the system will automatically delete and flag the 2,000.
Will it affect the school that uploaded?
Of course. So sometimes we'll make calls. I'm just giving an example.
Yes.
We'll make calls, or maybe there's a variation with this figure. Sometimes it could be, a mistake.
But why do they do mistakes? They're academic institutions.
It's a human institution. It's a human institution.
You don't smell any foul.
Exactly.
Submission.
That's why we have put these measures. When these measures are put in place, there is no way we allow ghost name to pass through.
I'm happy that you are a soldier man. I mean, in our locally, that's how we call you people. I'm happy that you are a soldier man deputizing Ruth.
Yes, please.
And I know Ruth, so I know that she is focused. But I'm happy that you are assisting him.
Yes.
And we don't want to hear these things. So you're promising that currently there is no ghost name.
There is no ghost name, I can assure you.
Secondly, you have a system in place to make sure that we don't face any problem again of ghost names.
Not at all. Robust system. That is
because this has been a problem of the national NSA for.
And I can assure you that it is a thing of the past, because I know the work we have done or the work we are doing.
Why have you delayed in the postings?
We have, some time back we had issues with the system. The president directed that the system must be shut. That was in August. Okay, so we needed to get a system that we could work with that will be. We will sanitize the system first and make sure that all these things that we have talked about, the ghost names and those things, they don't reoccur. It is one of the reasons why we have delayed. However, the portal was open, I think that was on the 8th of this month, and they are registering. And as of this morning, over 73,000 had registered.
Registered to be posted?
Registered, that is the validated number. However, about 130,000 actually applied.
130,000 applied.
Yes.
So what is your expectation? But you have validated.
We have validated.
Yes.
73,000.
Yes.
Yes.
73,000.
Yes.
Currently.
As of this morning, yes. 73,000. 684 as of this morning.
73,684. 684.
Yes, please.
And you are hoping.
And by now the figure has even changed because it's an ongoing process.
Yes, which means there are over 50,000 people to be validated.
Yes.
Based on the people that have applied.
Yes.
When are you hoping to finish that?
Hopefully, the other challenge too is the schools, the list that they send to us. We need to.
There is disparity.
Yes, so we need to do due diligence. You understand? Before
are you finding problems between the people applying versus what the schools have submitted?
Oh, not really. Initially, some of them at the moment. I don't know if you follow that activities in our at the authority there. I think last week we had people, even currently, who had mismatched with their date of birth.
Yes.
That of the National Health Insurance.
Yes.
NIA.
The National Identification Card.
So. My DG.
So the applied data has a problem.
Yes, that is the problem. It's not it is from the students, or maybe probably from the school.
Yes.
So my DG felt that it was prudent for us to put measures to at least save the situation. So we did the gazetting at our office. We brought in NIA, and then for them to try to close the mismatch or correct all these things, to afford them the opportunity to register. On time, because we are running out of time because deployment is supposed to be in November. We are just.
Is it going to happen?
It's going to happen.
You'll be able to deploy?
Yes, we are going to deploy.
How are you going to deploy if you haven't validated all the 130,000 people? Will you deploy the 70 or those who would have been ready by then? Or
the
how?
validation doesn't take a whole day. We can, even if they are able to solve all these minor issues that I just talked about, validation can be done within 2-3 hours.
So how?
And all these people who are yet to be validated, because if you have a mismatch with your date of birth on your Ghana card, it is not matching with your date of birth that is on your certificate. We cannot allow you to register. So once that is corrected, it gives you the opportunity, and it takes you less than 20-30 minutes, and you are already in the system.
You announced that you have put up a new system.
Yes,
is that true?
Yes, that is true.
And you just mentioned you have put out a new system.
Yes.
Which means that and you said all previous validations, registrations are invalid.
Yes. All previous, yes. Those who registered previously, they are invalid. We don't, because it was fraught with a lot of issues.
That's the previous system?
The previous system.
Was that the one allowing the corruption?
Yes, that you have 0 ages registering to do national service. It's not laughable. 0 age.
Below 15 years?
Below, not even 15. 0 age, you are 1 year. Or
we're doing
national service. That's not possible.
Are this part of the evidence you have submitted to the Attorney General?
Well, that one, the Attorney General is handling it, so I don't want to go into...
Are they part of the ones you have submitted to them?
I don't want to
talk
about
it.
it.
Because if it is zero, like you are saying, then it is criminal.
Yeah, it's criminal. It is.
But have you submitted?
Of course, the Attorney General is working on it.
So you have submitted?
They are working on it.
How much did the new platform cost you?
In fact, when the President gave the directive, the minister, our sector minister, said that we should get a platform that is zero cost to the government. And that is what we have done.
So Pablo instructed that you should.
Yes, because...
but who would work for free? Develop the system for free?
My brother, national service, if you look at this, you have done national service.
Yes, I have done national service.
If you have the opportunity, won't you help us?
In fact, I can't find my certificate, so I'll come back to you.
No worries. No worries. Just pass through the procedure. We'll do it for you. Me, as I sit here, even if I'm not working there and national service is having a problem, I am ever ready to help national service. Because we have all gone through national service, or most of us have gone through national service, and we know what we have gone through.
So you got people to do it for you for free?
Of course.
Wow.
Yes.
But can it not be compromised?
It will never be compromised. You wait after this deployment, and you see the kind of work that we have done. That's what I said earlier. We are focused on the ball. We are not joking. Our eyes are on the ball, and we are making sure that the face of national service is brought up. We are changing the face of national service. I can assure you that. And we are not compromising on anything. Yes, we are not compromising on anything at all.
I'm excited you talk about the compromise. Yes. One of the issues, I'm sorry I have to, we have to be bringing back the Attorney General's issues and all of that, about the conflict of interest.
Yes.
Selling of, is it cookers and all of those things to service personnel.
Yes.
And so on and so forth. We know that some of these have been an old-time tradition.
Very well.
When they get onto the service, they are looking for ways and avenues to begin life.
Yes.
Let me put it that way.
Yes.
How are you going to resolve that?
Well, for now,
without being complicit.
We are not going to engage in things of this nature. Just like you mentioned, we are privy to the fact that it is conflict of interest. I don't want to be cited for conflict of interest.
You are a soldier, so...
My DG wouldn't like to be cited for conflict of interest. She's a politician, of course, an astute politician, and she would not like to dent or destroy her political future. So I believe very well that we will not be cited for conflict. We will not get involved in these things. Our mandate is to ensure that the qualified people are posted to undertake national service across the country, and that is what we are focused on doing. Yes.
Will you still be doing the farms, all the other things that you do?
We are doing the farms. We have 21 farms across 14 regions in this country, and all the farms are doing very well. Yes.
Are you thinking of collaborating with other institutions like the YEA, who has young people?
Yes.
I know, of course, you're doing with the Ministry of Agric, but are you considering all of these?
Why not? It's a ministry, and we are an authority. We will collaborate with them to do whatever is expected.
Somebody has asked a question here.
Yes, please.
And I'm getting lots of messages. I'll try and read. I wanted this to be a forum for the people, but I just had to ask a few questions.
Very well.
Somebody is asking whether those people who you are going to train, train in the military, are they going to get access to Ghana Police Service, National Service, and National Fire Service, the Ghana Armed Forces? Is there an opportunity like that for them?
So long as you are a Ghanaian and you have undertaken...
Will you support them to do that?
It depends on what support.
You are going to train them?
Yes, but so it depends
on
the
support. They are going to learn security?
Yes.
And if you don't absorb them, it will be a threat to the state. Do you agree to that?
I think that's a misconception.
Please talk to me about it.
Good. You being given military training, you don't necessarily pose a threat to anybody in the country. The military is a well-structured institution. We know what people can do when they are. We give you basic military training. And let me tell you, 6 weeks is nothing. It's just basics. We are giving you basic training. 6 weeks to train a person in terms of, we are going to focus on discipline, patriotism, loyalty. You understand? These are
they going to be able to handle guns?
That will be introduction to weapon handle, not for you to fire. You get it? Maybe you should be able to identify that this is an M16 rifle.
Yes.
This is AK-47 rifle. This is a machine gun. Not necessarily for us to teach you to aim and fire for shots. No, we are not going to teach you how to aim and fire for targets, because that is not our mandate.
Let's see. Like I said, I wanted it to be more for the people that are watching today.
Very well.
When you finish the postings, we'll come back with you again, either here or in the office, and then we can now go through the entire national service, what you expect of them, and the regions, what you are doing in the regions, and all of that. Because of the postings that are happening, let me allow the questions from the audience. So maybe I'll read about 3, 4, and then I'll come back to you to answer. This one says, hello, please, I want to ask the Deputy DG about arrears for the 2024-2025 year batch. It's been about 6 months, submitted several complaints, but to no avail. Please do well to ask him. Of course, I have done that. You impose a mandatory service on graduates. Then, when the month ends, you would hold... okay, I think it's the same question you are asking. Ben, you didn't tell us where you are texting from. Please, if you text us, tell us where you are texting from. Hello, good afternoon. I'd like to ask if the defaulters could be given a definite date to begin the registration process. Defaulters, I don't know what he means by that, but I'll come to you, Chief. Hello, please, Mr. Free. When will we, the defaulters and private applicants, receive our PIN code? When is posting also going to be released? Okay. Good afternoon, please. I'm Alex from Accra Technical University. Can you please share with us the actual date for the commencement of the military training for this year NSS personnel? What will be the duration for this year NSS? What are some opportunities after the service with individuals who will do their service at private organizations? Wow, too many. La Paz from Tabura. Solo from Boko says, good afternoon, please ask Major whether they will put personnel to the troubled Boko. No, I'm not sure you would want to go there. I'm not sure anybody would want to be within the area. It's actually, I don't know if it's a security zone now.
Yeah,
but please. Solo from Boko, I'm not too sure about that. If they are posting, will it be those from Boko or anybody outside Boko? Whether special consideration will be given to those from Boko and unwilling to move out of Boko for security reasons. Good afternoon, sir. I am Jaco from Kaswa. Okay, Jaco, I've asked your questions. We said I completed my NSS this year, October, and I can request my certificate using the new portal. When I enter my credentials, I think this is important also. To log in, it says invalid, and I don't receive a password reset when I do the forget password. Some institutions are requesting for the NSS certificate as a proof. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon. I am Kofi Daniel. I'm from Accra. I have a mismatch with my date of birth, and yes, he has answered this already, Kofi Daniel. I was required to do an affidavit and gazette, and which I have done, but I will be receiving my documents, affidavit and gazette tomorrow. And from NSA this Friday is a deadline for registration. I'm still supposed to send my affidavit and gazette to my school or use the NSS support link that has been provided to upload my documents for my use to be resolved, my issue to be resolved. I think let me leave you at this.
Okay.
And then there are lots and lots coming
Very
in.
well.
But let me leave
Very
you
well.
at these ones that have come up.
Very well. So let me take the
it.
first one on
Yes.
the allowance.
Yes.
The allowance, it is only September that has not been paid.
Okay.
And it's being processed. I know very soon Accountant General will be magnanimous to us. They will pay these allowances.
And
So
we're
it's
actually in October, so...
Yes, it's
Yeah.
September.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
that is the last month, and then we'll now pay their TNT. So that is the only outstanding allowance that...
But if there are individuals who have been received, for example, in August or June, could it be because of a peculiar problem? Or?
Yes, so I think those people have a peculiar problem. They have to visit us, and then we'll...
They have to come to your
Yes,
office?
they would have to, because we may not know. You understand? Once the figures are validated, sent to a controller accountant general, monies are released, we pay. And I remember, I think a week or two, no, almost 2 weeks ago, my DG was very hot, because she was on our neck that this monies must go. As of 2100, almost around, that is 9 o'clock, we were still working. Then the next day, the money
And
was
you
paid.
paid?
Yes, the money was paid. So I appreciate their concerns on these allowances, but they should give us patience. All those ones, those who have not received their monies, they should come. We are open. We are doing an open door policy. They should come forward. We'll help them to solve the problems. But their monies will be paid very soon. That will be for the September and
Yes.
the TNT.
Yes. Somebody says, could you please ask why our institution has sent corrections of students' details to the NSS, but there have been no updates on the portal for us to register?
You see, when in your institution upload the list, it is not automatic. We have to verify. Let me give you an example. Yesterday.
Okay, forgive me. In fact, I should just have mentioned the validity, because which you have answered already.
We have to validate to
Yes, the
eliminate
validation
those
is
names.
very key.
Very key.
Very, very important.
We don't step over the validation. I will give you an example.
Please do.
A school uploaded a list, and then the cover letter, there was a discrepancy. Personally, I checked, and then I realized that there was a discrepancy. I didn't validate it. So what I did was, myself and my IT team, we cross-checked and realized that, no, this could be a genuine mistake. So we reached out to the school, and they brought another name, another cover letter. So these are things that you cannot just submit a list from school, upload it up front, and then we validate it and it goes through. If the list is padded, what do? We have to validate it. That is the reason why.
I agree.
So they should exercise patience and let us do due diligence so that all of us will be free. What is the essence of rushing through, sending the list, you go and register, and then you have problems when you get to your station?
I have too many messages, but let me ask you, because of time, my time is actually up.
Okay.
And then we'll come back to you again.
All right.
We'll be with you till...
Very well. We are always ready.
The posting is done, and everybody is at
Satisfied.
peace.
Very well.
Working.
Yeah.
So I beg you, we'll keep chasing you and
every
week.
No
at
problem.
least either we come to your office or
no problem.
You come in here.
We are ready.
So let me ask: are you going to do protocol posting and reposting?
See, excuse me, we don't have anything called protocol postings. It's just like,
if I know you, I mean, you are my friend.
Yes,
Major,
but
Major.
that doesn't make
Major, I didn't get where I want.
That doesn't make a protocol postings.
Yes.
It's just like the recruitment, this military recruitment,
Yes,
and then
yes.
you see it on social media everywhere that we are doing protocol recruitment and go and see this person. They are scamming you. There are certain details that I cannot put on air now.
Yes.
But there are people who are on Facebook and other social media. They have created platforms using NSA, National Service Authority, as if they are doing. We are going after them.
Yes.
And this is a warning I'm giving them. All those who have paid money to those people, the administrators of those platforms, we are going after them. And if you know you paid money to somebody to do protocol postings for you, I'm sorry, your postings might not go through. You may not even be posted, because we have the list.
Will you do reposting after you have released the final?
You see, some people after the postings have genuine concerns. And let me give you one typical example.
Yes, please do.
You have registered everything. Then maybe there's a problem with your NSS PIN. You understand? Don't forget, we have people who are maybe pregnant women. You understand? And then some other people, maybe disabled. Maybe the person is posted to a place that you feel that you understand. These are things that we consider. But we are not doing anything called protocol postings. There is nothing like that. So nobody should pay money to anybody. And let me sound this forcefully. Nobody should pay money to anybody.
But you know that happens.
I know, that's what I'm telling you. I have seen, that's what I'm saying. It's not everything that I can put on air. Now, we have data of people that we are going after. We are not going to sit down for things, people to just walk through.
But that happens from within, from the
No,
IT
you can't.
department.
You cannot confirm that.
The IT department.
No, you cannot
But who does the
confirm that.
postings for them?
We do the
Those
postings.
who are able to get the reposting.
Look,
Who
we
do it for them?
we do that, but I can assure you that the team that we have now, it is not only one person who does the validation. So maybe you are at deployment, the list comes, you have to send it to me. I validate it. I send it to somebody. The person also does that. So that we check, it will be a check. Then it gets to the Director General. The Director General will do due diligence and also check before the names or the postings is released. So it's not just one-stop shop. You get there and everything is done, and then the next day you are sent to Bank of Ghana, or we know how people are.
So this year,
yes,
there will be nothing like reposting.
That's what I just said that.
We can be confident.
Yes.
No, those are peculiar cases.
Those are
Apart
peculiar
from the
cases. Yes,
peculiar
yes.
cases, the mass reposting, the way
Yes.
of texting this one,
Yes.
calling this
Calling,
one
yes.
everywhere, and then having our postings
Yes.
changed and all of that.
Yes, we
There will
are
be
trying
nothing
as
like-
much as possible to eliminate that from this system. And we are doing that. And that's why I'm saying that all those who have gone on social media and whatever platforms to pay monies to them, they are at their own, it's at their own, nobody cares about that one. Me, I don't, you understand, but you should understand that it is a wrong thing that you are doing. For that matter, you have a problem with the person. We don't have any hand in that one. So all those people, we are going after them.
So let me say thank you.
Thank you very much, Afrique.
I don't know whether to say commander or major.
Major,
So
I'm
major, but forgive me, there are too many messages
No problem. If
that
you
are
have- you
coming
can-
in. Unfortunately, our time is up. So
Very well.
what we'll do is this: we'll put together your concerns and then send to major. Or if we get major back next week,
Very well.
and then subsequent weeks. If I don't know if you can give us maybe 30 minutes of your time every week.
No problem.
Or then we keep answering
I'm
the
open-
questions for
I'm
people.
open for
so
it.
Major, we'll
we are
do-
there to solve problems.
Exactly.
And we are
exactly.
open to make sure that those problems are solved as soon as possible.
And
So
let's congratulate you also on your appointment.
Thank
We are
you very
quite
much.
excited by
Thank you very much.
His Excellency's appointment, having an army personnel
Yes.
as at the helm of affairs at an institution. We believe that it will bring discipline,
Very
and we believe that you will also live up to the task.
Exactly.
The reason the president brought you.
Yes.
So
exactly.
congratulations.
So let me also use the opportunity to thank the President, His
Mhm.
Excellency John Dramani Mahama, for putting me there to work for him. I'm just an appendage, so I'm going to work, and the trust that he has imposed or reposed on me, I'm going to work forcefully and make sure that we achieve our aim. We will never fail. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Major.
you.
So,
Thank you.
Major, let me get the name right. Moses Doc Nak Pengu.
Yes.
Pengu is the Deputy Director General of the National Service Authority. We'll really make sure we get him to be answering your questions for you. There are too many messages. Forgive me, those ones that I am not able to read now. About 50 messages or more than 50 messages in less than 10 minutes. So, Pink Clinic is coming up at the end of this month. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and as part of the celebration, Metro TV, Original TV, and Original FM in partnership with Yahoo Medical Center will celebrate the day with a free breast cancer and general health screening exercise. I, Kwesi Afriyie, am inviting you to join us at the AMA Gardens in Accra Central near Tema Station on the 18th day of October 2025, 10 a.m. prompt. Please come and have your breast checked as you enjoy free general health screening and good music. Let's give hope to breast cancer patients. We say get your pink on. Good afternoon.
Victory, celebration, legacy. It's 40 years of Jesus is our victory. Join Victory Bible Church International for the Wonderful Jesus Conference 2025. a power-packed celebration marking 40 glorious years of God's faith and God's grace. It all begins on Saturday, 12th October with the Mega Praise and Worship Night, a night of pure gratitude and praise. Then get ready for the Wonder Walk on October 25th, a citywide walk of testimony and victory. From October 27th to the 30th of October, the Wonderful Jesus Conference continues live at the VBCI Dominion Sanctuary, Awoshi Junction. Expect nothing but divine encounters, miracles, and transformation. On October 31st, meet us at the Independence Square for a nationwide gathering of worship, power, and the Word. Then on November 1st, join the outreach program at Mancho Agbona. Then let's touch lives and share the love of Jesus Christ. And finally, the grand service at the Independence Square on November 2nd. Come and witness the glory of 40 years of victory. Ministering are Bishop N.A. Takiyaboy, Bishop Clement Amankwa Isehine, Bishop Elijah Saforo, and Bishop Emmanuel Akon. Wonderful Jesus Conference 2025. 40 years of grace, power, and impact. From the 12th of October to the 2nd of November. Victory Bible Church International invites you to celebrate Jesus because Jesus is our victory.
Edru ho.
Afi Odra Afashano, Ebeye Krabeshe, Ignite Media Odra, Yakabo Mude and Nepade Bre and Emma Afi Afashan.
Enumti Kaya Home, Metro TV, Original 91.9 FM. Jerry Free and Ijena se El Mampon, whom Afashana se, nearly Adofo, any Mampon Fonina, Anum Asafonsa. Akushim Ewo OPK joint. Eda 12th October to 19th October. Enumre Bia.
Now when BB, Efie Dano, ya the Grand Debano Ebebrel, a hormona ya bedai, a mamrani amania di and Kabomo, edema equapemai. Ye Riosua near the game, Sasha so, and to Brana Bachelor Bobre, so bet me aye games nibi.
Na ne memne damso a 25th no so no. Unia bo James say asset. Ya the bo fufu party e bremo unia de ohia no warewa ene wo chance fabra na bedidi free.
We catch you say afi so when to me ambe piemo e wo Ignite Media Odra Afashe we yasia ene na wa yo ho
enu ntika ho na yo fa Odra Afashe no ense so shenon so say some spices and a jojo carbonated vodka mix and a soya semi di jumadi Ebrel.
Odra
save bam.